A locked box in my grandma's closet. My grandma passed away earlier this year, and while helping clean her house, I found a small locked wooden box hidden behind a pile of blankets in her closet. Nobody in the family knew it existed. There was no key attached and no label on it. At first I planned to leave it alone, but curiosity got the better of me. A few days later, I managed to open it. Inside were dozens of old photographs, letters, and one sealed envelope with my name written across the front. My heart started racing because the handwriting was my grandma's. I opened it carefully. The letter began with the words, "There is something I never told anyone." I kept reading. She explained that many years ago, before my mom was born, she had another daughter. The family believed the baby died shortly after birth, but according to the letter, that wasn't true. My grandma claimed the child had been secretly adopted after a mix-up at the hospital. I thought it sounded impossible. Then I found documents underneath the letter, birth records, adoption papers, and a photograph of a little girl standing beside my grandma. I had never seen her before. At the bottom of the photo was a date and an address. I couldn't stop thinking about it, so the next weekend I drove there. The address led to a small house in another town. I stood outside for several minutes before finally knocking on the door. An older woman answered. She looked at me for a second and immediately started crying. I hadn't even introduced myself yet. Then she said something that made my stomach drop. She whispered, "I knew someone would come eventually, because your grandmother never stopped sending me birthday cards."